If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Hey, John, did the performance of Flacco in any way change the opinion you had about playing young quarterbacks or the level of success they can have?
Yeah. I guess the thing I did, I just tried to not have an opinion on it,
So you really had none coming in on the best way to handle the situation with the young player?
Well, no, I mean, it was just, to me it wasn't, you look at all the history, and then what I kind of decided to do was not apply it. So once we decided, all that stuff applied to whether we thought Joe or Matt could be successful ultimately in the NFL. Because there's quarterbacks available, and they might be the best quarterback in the draft as you see it. But is this guy going to be able to? Is he going to be successful in the NFL? That's all that matters. Is he going to win? Is he going to help us win? So once we decided that we applied all that information to deciding that Joe and Matt Ryan were both guys that could win in the NFL, we thought they both could. We like Chad Henne too, and Brown, but we had them ranked kind of in that order. So at that point in time, it was going to be, we're going to play the best quarterback that gives us a chance to win the next game. Whoever that may be. And I think I said we're going to roll out the balls and see who the best guy is, right? And that's what we decided to do. And really, at the time, Kyle and Troy, they were playing better, just purely playing better. Now, you might look at Joe and say, well, because of all his skills, maybe he does have the best upside. You always have that conversation. But in the end, it was basically, we're going to play the best guy. But then the other two guys got sick and hurt. So Joe was the best guy by default. And that's really what happened.
That's what I'm saying, because you weren't going to play him right away. So, I just wonder now when you look back and how it was almost necessity that you had to play him the way that he performed, if in any way it changed your opinion about him.
I just don't think you apply it. I think you apply every situation specifically. In other words, you look at, we treat the quarterback position like every other position. Who's the guy that gives you the best chance to be successful right now? Then you've got credibility with the rest of your team. So the rest of your team says, you know what? If he's the best quarterback, he's going to play. He's not going to be held to a different standard than everybody else. And if he's not playing well and we got to pull him out for a while, that's okay. We'll put the other guy in and see how he does. Yeah, then there's no big stigma like, oh, you pulled your quarterback. It's a big deal. Does this mean the changing of an era and all that other stuff? It's not that big a deal. We're just trying to win this game, okay? And he's a player on our team. I know, the Brady's and those guys changed that a little bit, and maybe eventually Joe will be there. But a rookie quarterback isn't there yet.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.